Traditional anti-money laundering investigations take days. Across the globe, compliance analysts are drowning in a sea of unstructured PDFs, rigid CSV exports, and cryptic Swift messages. Because analysts must manually jump between disconnected legacy silos, they frequently miss sophisticated, multi-layered criminal networks. This manual approach leads to incredibly high false positive rates, severe compliance burnout, and massive regulatory risk. In fact, over the last 2 years, regulators handed down nearly $7 billion in fines, including a historic $3 billion penalty for systemic compliance failures. For this hackathon, we realized that simply bolting a generative AI chatbot onto existing data would not solve this fundamental enterprise crisis. Instead, we built SentinelFin, a fully autonomous, multi-agent financial compliance workforce. Watch this. We are currently dropping 15 massive, highly complex financial documents into our dashboard simultaneously. These are dense, unstructured bank statements and highly complex MT-103 international wire transfers designed to hide the true origin and destination of illicit funds. Within seconds, our system extracts the entities, normalizes the data, and triggers our hybrid agentic architecture to begin the investigation. Let's go into UiPath Maestro to see exactly how this works under the hood. To build a system capable of enterprise-grade reasoning, we utilize the boss and worker architecture. UiPath Maestro acts as the supreme orchestrator, the boss. Maestro controls the high-level case plan lifecycle. But when it is time to do the dynamic heavy lifting, Maestro delegates the work to our backend, a massive graph of 8 highly specialized AI agents built with Python and LangGraph. Look at this blueprint in Studio Web. You can see our 8 agents working in tandem. We have dedicated agents for sanction screening, network investigation, and regulatory intelligence. All this context flows directly into our centerpiece, Agent 3. Agent 3 is a dynamic coding agent. Instead of relying on rigid rules, it dynamically calls Llama 3.1 to write and execute a custom Python detection script on the fly to uncover complex money laundering patterns. For example, if it detects suspected smurfing or rapid layering techniques, the code executes securely to calculate a highly accurate, deterministic risk score. As Maestro delegates the work, our backend streams the execution state back to our custom user interface via server-sent events. You can watch the agents pass memory and massive data payloads to each other in real time, providing total transparency into the machine's thought process. But artificial intelligence should never make final legal decisions alone. That is why we engineered strict human-in-the-loop compliance natively into the flow. See how our dashboard just paused? That is Gate 1, Triage Review. Because our architecture is stateless, the Python API gracefully hands control back to Maestro. Maestro natively generates an Action Center task and blocks the flow. Only when an analyst clicks Approve does Maestro instantly trigger Part 2. Later in the process, we hit Gate 2, the BSA Officer Review. Our Python server dynamically generates a beautifully formatted HTML document. Because signing a SAR is a serious legal action, the officer securely reviews the flawless 5-page narrative generated by Llama 3.1, ensures total accuracy, and clicks Approve. Instantly, the finalized report is accepted and pushed live to our SentinelFin dashboard, and the audit trail is synced into UiPath Data Service. Now that the case is closed, what if the officer needs to interact with the findings? We integrated UiPath Autopilot. Watch as we ask Autopilot a few specific questions about the transactions and the finalized SAR. It instantly provides the answers, dramatically accelerating the review process. And right as we finish our query, look at the screen. The final live alerts just popped up in our enterprise Slack channel. To wrap up, let's look at our Maestro architecture diagram one last time. SentinelFin reduces hours of manual investigation into a few minutes of guided review. It is lightning fast, it natively integrates with the enterprise security of UiPath Maestro, and it completely reinvents the future of financial compliance.